One introduction. My name is Sarah. I thought I knew what love meant. I thought marriage was about trust, honesty, and partnership. For 10 years, I believed I had it all. A husband, a home, and a life that looked perfect from the outside. But one day, a simple notification shattered my entire world. A text message appeared on my husband's phone. And those words, they weren't meant for me. I met Daniel when I was 24. He was charming, ambitious, and funny in a quiet way that made me feel safe. We built a life together, little by little. We worked hard, saved for a house, and dreamed of children one day. I trusted him with everything. He was the one who held me when I lost my father. He was the one who made me laugh on nights when my job drained me to pieces. And for years I thought, this is what love is supposed to feel like. It started small. Daniel began working late more often. He'd say, deadlines meetings, the boss needs me. And I believed him. Why wouldn't I? But then the phone changed everything. He became protective of it. He used to leave it on the kitchen counter, screen facing up. Now it was always in his pocket or face down on the table. He'd flinch when a notification buzzed. Something inside me whispered, pay attention. It happened on a Thursday evening. I was setting the table for dinner when his phone lit up on the counter. For the first time in months, he had left it unattended. I didn't mean to look. But my eyes landed on the message. It said, I miss your touch. Can't wait to see you again. With a heart emoji. My stomach dropped. My hands trembled so hard I almost dropped the plates. At first, I thought maybe it was a mistake. Maybe he texted me. Maybe my number was saved differently. But no. That message wasn't meant for me. That night I couldn't eat. I kept replaying the words in my mind. When Daniel came home, he was his usual self. He kissed my cheek, asked about my day, sat down to eat. I stared at him wondering, how do you pretend everything is fine when you're living a double life? Finally I asked, Daniel, who were you texting today? His fork froze in midair. His eyes darted up, then quickly away. And for the first time in our marriage, he lied to my face. Oh, just work stuff, he said too quickly. Work stuff doesn't send heart emojis. For the next week, I lived in a fog. I started noticing everything. The way he smiled at his phone. The late-night showers. The sudden trips to the store that lasted an hour. I checked phone bills when he wasn't around. There was a number that kept repeating. Dozens of calls and messages, every single day. It wasn't me. I wanted to scream, to demand answers. But I was scared. Scared that the truth would destroy the life I had built with him. One night, when he was in the shower, I couldn't resist. His phone was on the nightstand. Hands shaking, I unlocked it. He had never changed the passcode. There they were. Dozens of messages. Her name saved as L. Last night was amazing. I can still smell your perfume. When will you tell her? My vision blurred with tears. Every word was a knife. My husband, the man who vowed to love me forever, was loving someone else. I sat on the edge of the bed, phone in my hands, tears soaking my lap. When he came out of the shower, towel around his waist, he froze. He knew. Sarah, he whispered. I looked up at him, voice breaking. How long? Silence. Then finally. Almost a year. A year. 12 months of lies. Of kisses that weren't just mine. Of love that had been stolen from me piece by piece. I felt my chest collapse. The man I trusted with everything had destroyed me with a single truth. The next weeks were a blur. Daniel begged for forgiveness. He said it was a mistake, that he didn't mean for it to happen, that he still loved me. He promised to end it, to work on us, to rebuild. But how do you rebuild when the foundation is shattered? How do you trust someone who looks you in the eye while hiding another life? Friends told me to leave. Family told me I deserved better. But my heart? It still wanted to believe him. Because sometimes love makes you blind to the truth. One night, I woke up to an empty bed. He wasn't beside me. I found him downstairs, phone glowing in the dark, whispering. He wasn't ending it. He wasn't fighting for us. He was still choosing her. And in that moment, something inside me broke for the last time. I realized I couldn't keep living like this. I couldn't keep shrinking myself just to keep a marriage alive that was already dead. The next morning, I packed a bag. He tried to stop me, tears in his eyes, begging me not to leave. But I was done begging for his love. I walked out of the house we built together, carrying nothing but the strength I didn't know I had. It was terrifying. It was painful. But it was also freeing. Looking back now, I realize something important. Sometimes, the universe sends us the truth in the smallest of ways. A text message, a gut feeling, a shift in someone's eyes. We can choose to ignore it, to hold on to the illusion of love. Or we can face it, even if it breaks us. My husband's texts weren't meant for me. But in a way they were. Because they gave me the clarity I needed to walk away. To find myself again. To understand that love isn't about staying no matter what. It's about choosing someone who chooses you every single day. And now, I'm learning to choose myself.